Right, something a bit different here. So I've been brought this by a local medical centre. Apparently they use this for storing vaccines in, and it's apparently not cooling down properly. Apparently it's got some Peltiers inside it, so I'm going to open her up and see what's what. Power supply, something to do with switching things on and off, probably to switch the Peltiers on and off. 2 fans, heatsink, and then under there is your Peltiers. I need to see how you test these Peltiers. I can just put it under thermal camera, I suppose, and see whether they cool down. Or, yeah, that might be an idea. If we get the see the outputs from this power supply thing, make sure it's actually pumping out the voltage it's supposed to, because you've basically got one Peltier there and another Peltier there. And what happens is the air gets blown on this side, and then it cools the other side down. Get it plugged in and get the voltages tested, I think. So this is odd, this is. Essentially, the way this works is that blows onto this heatsink, and then the Peltier's on the other side. I think this thing inside of it here, the thermostat switch or something like that. If I measure across this one on this side, we've got 12 volts on it. This one's got 0 volts on it. And they go back to this board here. So I think this is where the fault is, because this is just your 240 side, which then feeds your power over to this side. So one of several things has died, possibly. So either that has died, but that doesn't really make much sense because there's no voltage on those either. So yeah, Peltier might have died, or maybe one of these, if these MOSFETs or triacs or something possibly died. So yeah, I need to kind of do some more measuring and see what I can find. So if I put my hand on that, on this side, it's warm. Well, it's not warm, but it's not cold. Whereas that side is definitely cold. So this side's working. So we know the fault's on this side. So the Peltier, it's either the Peltier or the switch or something on this board here. So the plot thickens. This one here goes to that sensor there, and it shows a short. The other side, just there, goes to that sensor, and that doesn't show a short. It's actually changing on there, so it makes me wonder whether it's the bad sensor. So what we're going to do to try and rule the sensor out is swap these two over, that to that, and then see whether the other side cools, whether we get that side hot and then this side cool, and that'll rule our sensor out. Got it plugged directly into the actual sensor itself to rule that out, and look, that's showing short. And this side is now it's warmed up again, it's showing OL. So it makes me wonder whether it's some kind of digital thing or resistant. So the thermistor will do weird stuff like this. So yeah, I think what we'll do is swap these two around, or in fact, I don't really want to plug something that's short in, so we'll plug this known working side into the other side after I've tested these in a minute to make sure these aren't short. So I've just tested these two here, and they're both the same reading, so that's probably fine on that side of the circuit. So what we'll do now is to plug this working one in there, and then we can test it that way. Right, so we've now got the working side, which was this side, plugged into this side. So this side now should get cold if the actual thing's working. Right, so having one in didn't work. It won't do that. So I plugged both in, but plugged them in the opposite way. So now we shall see if we get cooling on one side and not on the other. Right, moment of truth. Is it cold? Right, it's certainly hotter than that. I mean colder than that. It's cooling down. It's on 13 now. We have confirmed this is definitely cooling, so the Peltier on this side's working. So yes, this is that sensor, that's all the problem is. I've just looked it up, it is a thermostatic switch. So yeah, that's basically bad, because even now if I test it, it shows short, so it's stuck. So I just looked at this online, and apparently it says that it's normally closed. So it being short is what it should be. So it makes me wonder if this is affecting the other side somehow. Let's check this other sensor as well. All right, I've got the other one out. It shows OL. So it's supposed to be a normally closed switch. So it's probably actually this one that's bad, not the other one. Okay. So I've just clicked the button on the back of it and now it's 0. So yeah, that's weird. It looks like it might have been triggered and then that has just literally reset it. Yeah, on the back of these is a little button. Press it, it resets it. I thought they're supposed to be automatically resetting, but apparently not. It's bizarre because these are supposed to trigger, I think, at 70 degrees. I think. To check the data sheet on it. Yeah, I think if we install these now, it should work. Inside it, look, these are just what get cold. And they are both icy cold. So I would say that is a result. So cold, in fact, they've got ice on them. Temperature now reads 10 degrees in there. And I think before they said it wasn't getting below about 15, 16 or something. So yeah, job done. I think we just need to get it all pulled back together now and should be good to give back. Quite ridiculous really, because the customer says that one of these is about 400 quid or something mental like that. That is absolutely insane. It's like, it's just a glorified fridge for like you'd take camping or something. That's mental. Right, let's just sort all these wires out, put the cable ties back again, and then we can get it closed back up. There we go, left it on overnight and now we're at 5 degrees, so yeah, it's working, so you can reassemble it now. Wowzers, this is insane. They charge £515 for this thing, and all it is just a glorified beer fridge. There's nothing special about it, other than all it's going to be is the basically the medical certification for use. That's what's pumping up the price of it. That is absolutely insane. So now you can see why everything costs so much in the medical field, because people are getting scalped by stuff like this. That's mad. There we go, that is the cabling all tidied up, so I can shut it back up. That is all fixed now and ready to give back to the customer. 5 degrees, that's supposed to be. Job done, saved them loads of money.